out from a piece of time is that organic grapes, really like organic grapes, are a bit smaller, a bit sweeter. They're really pretty too, you know. They're not big, plump, green or purple. They kind of have a cake shape to them, you know. And then isn't it wonderful? It's so simple, you guys. It is literally, I put for the brie, so or for the brie soup. So at any rate, okay, why don't we go ahead and go? I'm in charge here, people.
Right, man. Don't forget that.
Kidding, I'm kidding. Okay, so we did our bella ball, which is a nice triple cream brie, really lovely with any strawberry jams or anything. It's got a really rich, buttery flavor. So it leans towards that. Some bries are. You wouldn't want to melt that brie, you wouldn't want to bake that brie, it'll turn right into butter fat, it'll turn into oil. So you get the sort of like, you know those smaller, fully encapsulated little bries, those are best for baking. These are what you want to eat. I think a lot of times people get disappointed in brie because of that. They buy sort of a lesser expensive, or they want the whole little real experience. Little wheels of brie are not how brie's made. It's usually in a bigger form. It's 2.5 to 6 pounders. Camembert comes in that small thing. And it's aged just right. It always gets perfectly rich. It's always just, you know, kind of how you want it to taste. And for me, that's the same. It's true with brie and a 6-pound reel. I like 6-pound reels because they age appropriately. They're big enough. They're at their certain size. The mold growth happens equally. I mean, just more equally for me. We call it flurry, that whiteness. The flurry on double triple cream brie is usually very thin. You know, it's thin. It's not so like powdery and aggressive. And that's usually what people, you know, will turn you off to. So there's a little tutorial, you know, like the good rule of thumb for choosing a brie, whether you're going to eat it or go hit. And then I did blue Stilton. Blue Stilton's like the king of blues, the go-to. Stilton actually is a white cheese. That's why when you'll go back to the cheese counter, you'll see like blueberry Stilton, cranberry Stilton, lemon Stilton. Stilton is a white cheese. There's a lot of English cheddars that are sort of just a plain, you know, not very sharp, middle ground white cheddar, and then they put stuff. You know, a lot of times they'll do that with the orange cheese with the bubbles, hot salt that has onions and chives in it. But for Stilton, you find either fruit or blue. Blue cheese is really, like, that's what we find the most of. That's people will call it Stilton. And it's delicious. It's really nice, musky, cave-aged, like farmhouse blue cheddar. Blue cheese from England. They do a lot of farmhouse cheeses. So you get that brownish outside brown and a really strong sort of crumbly body on the inside. It goes really well with honey. It goes really well with jam. A lot of times you're going to want to put like a sweeter wine or something because of that flavor. But it also is wonderful. We have a Cambozola blue brie that actually is the best of both worlds. And that will sort of gently overheat and it'll melt right down into the sauce. The beautiful thing about a double or a triple cream brie is that, I mean, in essence, they're already a cream-based soup. You can turn them into a cream-based soup. You just gently melt them down, and they'll drizzle them over asparagus, add a little bit of milk, you know, saute up some onions, throw it in there. What I did to make the soup today was I took our fromage dauphinois. Fromage dauphinois is a double cream brie, but it is the richest, silkiest, most beautiful. It's the best brie, in my opinion, to turn salon to brie, just to sit and eat. And I keep telling my mom I keep having to cut her off. I got her turned on to it, and she's like, I can eat the whole thing. I said, eat the whole. So we cut that down a little bit. But you know, you could. They're so delicious. You just keep going after it, you know. It took me 10 ounces of our fromage dauphinois with grind off, and I did a whole thing of half and half, and then half of a smaller one. So I did a big, like 1 liter, and then I did a small, like a pint, half another pint, and then I did about 10 ounces of brie. And it's kind of like the way you make a fondue. You know, you put your butter in, I sauteed up my green onions, organic green onions and organic garlic, and just let that kind of, you know, come together. You like get translucent, do what you do, and then I just added the heavy whipping cream, let that kind of come together, and then I started adding chunks, you know, of the rindeless brie, and then letting that sift in and let that come together. Same with the fondue. You can't dump all the cheese at the same time. You got to start with the butter and the milk. Then you add handfuls as it thickens till it gets to where you want it to be. So that's all I did. And I add a little bit of salt and pepper and just a little bit of flour for thickening, you know. And that's it. It's got such a lovely, it's so simple. You could add mushrooms. There's a lot of things you can do with that. The recipe I put in the package has that one you can put on a sandwich.
Anybody else want to try the beer?
No, that is Cranberry Celebration, our double cream brie and Fleur de France, and then pistachio. A little excited, but it is. Yes, it is. That's really good. Give me a little appetizer. Yeah, right.
No, hours.
I know, when I slaved over dog. But you guys are good. So fun, yeah. You decided to go with beer on the side. Wine with beer, got some second back, a little.
What? What do you want, huh? Oh, come here. Yeah. Anybody want to try the bread?
They give it like 7 days. Week usually. At least it's citrus and nuts. There's no like dairy. There's no dairy. There's no dairy.
So did I.
Anybody else want to try?
It's got some like no meat.
The acronym, what we did with children. Different.
But you know those little freezer bags? Not freezer bags. Lunch bags.
It's a medium sweet wine. Children, for one reason, it gives them more good flavor, more fruity. It's not
You want to try the banana bread beer?
Sure, you got anything to say?
Hi there. Oh, there, these gals are coming on through. Would you like to try?
Oh, sure. What is it?
It's Cranberry Celebration and brie with a little
Ooh, I like brie. I know that.
pistachio.
Thank you.
You got? No, you're good.
Look what Miranda caused Laura to do. She's
had-
getting all this damn wine. She's like, oh, I got to go back and get one more. Go in this hole. This is all my friend Laura over here.
We love Laura.
I know. Look what she did. Miranda, look what you caused Laura to do.
Oh, she got to. Oh.
Yeah, this is all your fault. She is. She's out of control. Laura,
We
I
love
told
Laura.
Miranda, I said, look what you caused Laura to do. I know, right? Yeah.
Cart. Okay. Dennis is our sandwich king. And he can
You're fine.
make anything that you can take home from eating, so you know, for a party or whatever. You can whip up sandwiches. Would you like, we've got a ham brie, the pears ham brie and a fish, or a Roquefort honey mustard and pepperoni cabbage.